The biomorphic design is an overarching concept to the live edge table style. The idea behind it is trying to incorporate nature and bringing it into your home.
This is an example of the kind of wood we're looking for at Chagrin Valley Custom Furniture. We don't want just mundane pieces of wood with, no cracks or no crevices. We want to see knots, we want to see cracks, we want to see wood that has distress, like this crack down here. That could have been caused by a lightning strike. This is the stuff that makes your table more interesting than just a plain 101 vanilla slab.
So this is a beautiful table we just finished up. It's getting ready to ship out tomorrow. This is walnut with clear epoxy. A great example of the biomorphism we talked about earlier. We're really just trying to work with what nature gives us. Didn't really do anything other than prep these beautiful pieces of wood, position them in such a way that the customer liked the layout, and then filled it with clear epoxy. A little more difficult than it sounds, but this is the end result and kind of letting nature speak for itself here. So a little dusty, but that's free. This tree, I would say, was pretty much rotten when they took it down. It may have already even been fallen. As you can see in here, that all this wood, all these rotten spots, lots of different natural bug holes coming through here. They're really just embracing what nature gave you. So all these hollowed out areas, that was all rot. A lot of it we actually had to dig out with different tools. Anything that's soft and crumbling, we got to get rid of there before it's poured. It's a structural issue if not. I actually have some pieces of wood over here that look just like this without epoxy. We can kind of see it before and after. Why don't you go look at them over there. So here's a great example of what it looks like before we do any work on it. This is a piece that obviously has a lot of rotten spots to it. Distress level 10, I would say. Here's another one here. So this gives you a good idea of what it looks like before we start putting our hands on it. But anything you see that's loose or crumbling, we're going to have to remove. But as I mentioned before, this is a great way to use what was once considered unusable lumber, trash wood, and it's going to turn into that beautiful table that we saw over there.
These are the kind of special slabs we're looking for in order to make a truly unique live edge river table. We want wood that has character on top of character. We love wood like this because not only does it have like spaltic in there, it has all kinds of different colorations of the wood, and notice these big cracks and all this beautiful wood that we can work with. So what we will do to make this customer's table, who just picked out these slabs the other day, is we're going to cut off pieces like this. And we're going to include these cracks. And we're going to lay these pieces out in a table in a kind of a puzzle type configuration so that you see just the really cool parts of this wood. It's like where a branch grew out of there. Same here. Branch grew out of there. There's spaltic. Maple over here, different colorization. Here's a beautiful piece that'll go inside the table, and the same with here. So once we have all these pieces in place in our mold, then we start to pour in the epoxy, and we can pour in anything from the darkest black epoxy to ultra clear that you can see all the way through. Clear is beautiful because you can see down into the cracks and you can see the different nuances of the wood. But in this particular customer, they want a translucent black that you can see through. It has essence of black, it's mostly clear, but then you can see down in there, but you get the feeling of black.
If you'd like to learn more about purchasing a table from us, Feel free to log onto our website at chagrinvalleycustomfurniture.com or give us a call at 440-591-5511 and ask for myself, Zach, or Sheldon, and we'd love to talk to you about building you a beautiful piece.